Welcome as SDH wraps up championship weekend in the NPSL and in USL League 2. Go over the highlights and get you some of the posts as to how we came up with champions based in Tulsa and Ballard, Washington. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of the weekend and get you into the highlights of the NPSL final. We have some news at the end of the season as well. Tulsa Athletic and Apotheos. It would take a while. So here's how it went. It would take longer than the 5 traditional frames in the penalty kick shootout. Here's how the 9th frame ended up, courtesy of our friends at Tulsa Athletic in the NPSL.
A little hesitation, and it's denied. And so Tulsa a chance here for the championship as well. Mikey Mallon missed with this opportunity a moment ago.
Yeah, did it look like Bryson got a touch to it or just hit off the post?
Once again for the championship. And he gets it! And Tulsa gets its championship. Semifinals last year, lost in the finals in 2021. But Tulsa Athletic is your NPSL national champions.
What a game. What a game.
So Tulsa Athletic would convert, Apotheos would miss. Tulsa Athletic, for almost 3 decades, brings a championship to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Scott File from News 6 caught up with friend of SDH, co-owner Sonny D'Alessandro, and head coach Jason Rogers after the fact.
When I talked to you yesterday, you said you really didn't know how this moment would feel. How does this moment feel?
I still don't know yet. Like, honestly, I haven't grasped it yet. There's waves of immense joy. There's like, it's hard to wrap my mind around. What an effort. What an unbelievable. Can you spend a better $10 maybe in the world than that match? I love these boys. I love this family. I couldn't be more proud of the people in the last 10 years who have given their time, their heart, their sweat, their tears. And the culmination to be this, putting a star above the crest, 40 years after the Tulsa Roughnecks did it before us. You can't write that. The documentary's going to be amazing.
When you look at those shirts and you see that star on top of the crest, how sweet is that?
It's, I've had to walk in the locker room for 10 years in a row and tell our guys, hey, keep that chip on your shoulder, use it somewhere in your life, use it when you go back to school, use it when we're grinding next year and trying to, accomplish our goals. So to finally take that chip off and set it on a trophy case as a national championship trophy I got no words. Scott.
Is that trophy going to survive the night?
No chance. Well, I think I already gave it away to the crowd. I'm a nightmare.
Take me through those penalty kicks. What was going through your mind?
Good penalties. Typically Bryson Reed saves like an early one, and we kind of settle into a little cruise mode, and they hit some tremendous penalties. Their goalkeeper, we had a chance to win the national championship. The goalkeeper stoned us and kept it going, and Bryson comes up big again, and Nano from ORU slots at home, national champions. Unbelievable.
With all the ups and downs this club has been through this season, how special is it to end it with a national title?
I mean, there's no words to kind of describe that. We normally play at Hicks, had maybe some difficulties getting there, and then, Derek Larkin here at RSU, he was my high school coach, and kind of reached out to him and said, hey, would you want to host us throughout the season? And we were undefeated on this field, and I think it just means a lot to this organization, simply because the amount of work they put in, and that doesn't just mean the players. Like I said, the ownership, the administration, fans. I mean, lots of volunteers. I could run through a list of 20, 30 people that volunteer their time. and effort, and I think it boiled up in me, and I think it's just a club that's deserving of this national championship.
You mentioned the fans. This was a packed house tonight. How special was it to do this in front of them tonight?
You couldn't script it better. I think it's kind of like the match the other night with Messi scoring in his debut to win the match. I mean, you can't write this stuff, and just to be here at home in front of all of them, it electrified. It magnified the win and the result of a national championship, and it just feels so good to do it in front of our own home crowd.
So that's one championship down. Tulsa Athletic can add a star to the top of the crest on the jersey. And let's go over to USL League 2. Our friends at Lions Bridge made the trip from one end of the United States to the other, and they played at Starfire, where we're used to seeing the Tacoma Defiance in MLS Next Pro. That was where Ballard FC would host the match with Ballard and Lions Bridge. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League 2 and Ballard their own selves.
The bridge keepers, the bush keepers, the defenders of the bridge, they're all here. Somebody called Billy Joel because we started the fire here at Starfire Sports Stadium. We're underway with the USL League 2 final. Header. Korzenowski, he found the right man. Korzenowski gets the whistle blown as that arm comes out extended behind him. He's going to see yellow here. Tetsane. Lob ball stays in, it curls its way up the line. Korzenowski's going to wait for the second chance underneath it. He settles. The big man from Penn turns. He's in the area. He shoots. He scores. Korzenowski opens the score on the 23rd.
That's what you need in a game like this. You need some control.
Korzenowski gets crushed from up top, and this is what you should maybe take a pause. Kirkwood's been on the ground a couple of times with a knock to the head. Korzenowski, same issue. So, and McGlynn taking off his feet. Advantage is played. Korzenowski in a one-on-one. Has players coming back to help. Korzenowski still carrying. And it gets to the way. Whistle blows as we're going to have a quick drop ball. And a yellow card might get issued here. And we're going to see who gets it. And it was a long chirp from a long ways away. And it's a red card shown. That's Adam Kirkwood, who got himself his first yellow in the 28th minute of the game. And boy, does that change everything here. And a turnover and the final whistle on a roller coaster of a first half. It's two defenders with the outside of his foot still carrying. And he's going to pass out wide for Kingston. Kingston now gets his head up. Looks at Robles. Robles, the tap, and he can't find the shot pass. That
advantage in my eyes that Ballard has.
Korzenowski into the attacking third. Pass one. Korzenowski still dribbling, still cutting. Left foot strike, and it is sky high. That red card picked up, and this game goes to 10v10. Here's Gaffney. Ball lobbed. Back post. Headed up. Top of the area. McGlynn trying to shield. Tetsane for McGlynn. And a diving effort from Foster to be able to keep things away. McGlynn spins. McGlynn carries. McGlynn just wide. Almost had it all in that. Kingston works past one. Now plays for Leatherman. Leatherman's going to tee this guy up. It's low and it's just wide. Long throw in on the way. Header flicked on. Helleran makes the catch. He wears a lot of contact. And we're playing on. He settled, turned on, and hammered to the far post. But everything changed in this match in the 37th minute when Adam Kirkwood picked up his second yellow in about 10 minutes. Here's a strike from the top, and we got an even game. Oh, goodness, the 80th minute. It's Josh Baker in the semifinals. We are about 9 minutes plus stoppage time away from potentially seeing extra time unless Ballard FC has something to say about it. Korzenowski is on a yellow. The referee is looking at the pocket. This is a scary situation. Ballard FC. Stas Korzenowski gets his second yellow. Back to 10 men apiece. This game has everything.
Barring the pacey forward.
Kingston surely wants to look at Burley. His shot! It's all in! I don't know if it's off the shot is! It's off Kingston! Ballard has won themselves a national championship! Oh, I can't believe what we're seeing in Tulsa! This is unbelievable! Ladies and gentlemen, the Bushkeepers have got the flare zone. Peter Kingston, who else? What a service! Goalkeeper can't do anything about it, and it's 2-1. And here's the run-up. Hogan is going to get his long ball all the way down. Materazzi's header.
Can't foul here.
Eric Lagos with a brilliant tackle. The final whistle is blown. Ballard FC is the USL League 2 national champions in the second year of their history. Stas Korzanowski with the goal, but the game winner on a Kingston free kick. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed history.
So Ballard would get the goal at the death, and they would end up with a championship as well in USL League 2, and they can add a star to the top of the crest on the jersey. News out of the NPSL before we go. NPSL has announced the Capelli Sport 2023 National All-11 selections. Head coach was Paul Gilbert from the Lubbock Matadors, coach of the season. Goalkeeper Griffin Hemmendinger from Annapolis Blues. He got Golden Glove. Tremendous season for them. Your defenders, Evan Watt from Pennsylvania Classics. Stefan Robe from Duluth FC. Jean Voltaire from FC Motown. Midfield, Marcus Afonso from FC Arizona. Owen Slack from Westchester United. Dennis Bates, who also got Golden Boot from Appalachian FC. Christian Soto Rincon from Crossfire Red. And your forwards up top, Abubakar Diallo from Tulsa Athletic. Yu Sukanome from Dakota Fusion, and Pablo Marisi from Naples United. A lot of folks that were represented there, a lot of tremendous seasons. Teams, media, fans, and supporters, all a part of the online voting process. 1 coach, 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, 3 forwards, a 3-4-3 with a keeper and a coach. And that was the rundown for the National 11 in the NPSL for 2023. Once again, Dennis Bates got Golden Ball. Same voting process, teams, media, and fans nationwide. Dennis Bates gets the Select 2023 NPSL Golden Ball for the year. That's another season in the NPSL, and that's another season in USL League 2. Great to cover it, and thanks for all the teams and all the leagues that helped us cover it all the way through, whether it was here on tape or live on the morning show on SDH. We'll be back at it before we know it. Once again, thanks to our friends at News 6 in Tulsa and Scott File for all the hard work he's done all season long, and our friends across the board in all of the other media. We got champs. We're going to have more champs coming up in short order, but we now have champs in Ballard and in Tulsa. That's the rundown of everything in PSL and USL League 2. For everybody here at SDH, enjoy the championships. Hope you enjoyed your seasons in those 2 leagues. For those of you who are supporters of teams in both of those leagues, we'll be back at it before we know it. Thanks again, once again, to everybody all around in USL League 2 and the NPSL. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games in your local footprints and enjoy the game of soccer.